Yo, welcome back
to another episode of Tone Time with Tal. Believe it or not, people are asking me to keep doing these. This particular episode is about the Killers, specifically Brandon Flowers. Fun fact. When I was in 7th grade, the first time I ever used Google was at school, where they taught me how to Google stuff. And I Googled the Killers because I was listening to their debut album at the time. Those are some images I can never unsee. So thanks. Now, the Killers are unquestionably the most successful indie rock band from the early 2000s garage rock / stadium rock revival. Their peers, The Strokes, Franz Ferdinand, Interpol, Kings of Leon were all part of the mix, but numbers do not lie. Mr. Brightside has 1.5 billion streams on Spotify. And counting.
Come on, folks.
That's a lot. So my question today is, what is it that sets the Killers apart from the pack? I would argue that it's the duality of Brandon Flowers. Brandon spent his formative years in a small town in Utah known as Nephi, a city to which the band would dedicate an entire concept album, Pressure Machine. But when Brandon was 16, he moved to Las Vegas to live with a relative. And he gained an appreciation for the bright lights of the big city, the hard partying lifestyle, which must have influenced his musical taste. I also think that's why he looks like an Elvis impersonator now. Now, the Las Vegas lifestyle undoubtedly influenced the sonic and lyrical themes on the Killers' debut album, Hot Fuss. Sonically, this album takes influence from new wave, pop rock, and post-punk, mostly from the 80s. Bands like Depeche Mode, New Order. The Killers' band name was actually taken from a fake band name in a New Order music video. However, on their second record, Sam's Town, Brandon and co seemed very discontent to repeat themselves, so they all but entirely ditched the sound from their debut album. They totally got rid of a pitch-corrected vocal and shimmering synths for more heartland rock, Springsteen-esque vibe. Now, this was a big risk, especially since their debut album was so successful, but it definitely paid off. When You Were Young was a huge hit, and Sam's Town remains my favorite Killers record to this day.
To this day!
Now, Brandon Flowers' religious and cultural upbringing, clashing with the hard partying lifestyle of Sin City, tugs at two American socioeconomic extremes. What's super interesting to me is that the Killers' music career also seems to mirror that juxtaposition, and the Killers' sonic choices tend to follow a similar swift pendulum swing of extremes. The Killers' sound continues to oscillate between those two extremes. You have Hot Fuss, and then Sam's Town, and then Day and Age, and a newer album like Pressure Machine. Very different sounds, both on polarizing ends of the sonic spectrum. I'm not sure what they'll do next, but I'm hoping that Brandon Flowers returns to his mustache era, because that was a pretty good look. Also, I'm gonna put the link in my bio to the 10-page essay that I wrote about the Killers' music career. That's not a joke, that essay really exists, so check it out. This has been Tone Time with Tal. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Goodbye.